I just saw the action comedy thriller One Battle After Another, written and directed by Paul Thomas Anderson and based on the novel Vineland by Thomas Pynchon, and starring Leonardo DiCaprio, Sean Penn, Benicio del Toro, Regina Hall, Teyana Taylor, and Chase Infinity. One Battle After Another centers around American radical leftist revolutionary Ghetto Pat Calhoun, played by DiCaprio, whose wife, Teyana Taylor, betrays their group, the French 75, to masochistic military guy Stephen J. Lockjaw, played by Sean Penn. 15 years go by, and Ghetto Pat has changed his name to Bob Ferguson and has become a paranoid burnout, going through great lengths to protect his teenage daughter. But when Lockjaw tracks them down and kidnaps her, Bob Ferguson must clear his drug-addled mind and rescue her. I like P.T. Anderson films, but while I always hope for another gem like Boogie Nights, Magnolia, or There Will Be Blood, every once in a while I get something, well, not bad, but not nearly as good like The Master or, God forbid, Phantom Thread. I must admit, I really enjoyed watching a half-stoned and thoroughly frustrated DiCaprio go through great lengths and major freakouts to find his daughter. The story was clever, involved, and suspenseful, while the characters were engaging and full of surprises. I especially loved Sean Penn's villainous Lockjaw, and Benicio del Toro's supremely calm and level-headed Underground Railroad leader and karate sensei Sergio St. Carlos. But the best thing about P.T. Anderson entering the political fray with this film is that he scathingly makes fun of both sides of the political aisle. From the right-wing racist Christmas adventurers who greet each other with "Hail Saint Nick," to the officious left-wing woke idiot who forces Bob to repeat a series of ridiculous passwords when it's clear after the first 5 or so that he is who he says he is. And the directing, Anderson does some tremendous work following the action from the very first scene where the French 75 infiltrates an immigration detention camp to the final highway chase sequence, which is masterfully done. And that's why I gave One Battle After Another a 7.5. And if you know my scale, you'd know that a 7.0 to 7.4 is great, and a 7.5 to a 7.9 is fantastic. While it might not be the best ever from Paul Thomas Anderson, it's way up there. But don't take my word for it. Check it out for yourself and let me know what you think in the comments. And if you'd like to hear the guys from Sixth Row Center talk about One Battle After Another in greater detail, just click on the link in the description. Now, I gotta run because the next movie I want to see is starting right this minute.